Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Best of luck at me if you need anything.
See what happens.
Oh, we're back live, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so we don't know anything about the last 4 rounds, but let's see what will happen next. Next.
No bans, and they bring a nomad immediately after the no ban. He's six picking out the nomad. So I believe the bans were nomad, Thatcher, Mira, and Valkyrie. Those are the bans.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, we
Yes.
didn't have to rehost. They just
Yeah, we don't. Oh,
5 more minutes.
yeah. Oh, yikes.
Well, we are back after that long event of technical issues. Looks like we are finally back, and looks like we might be able to watch a stream this time. So, that being said, you guys will have casters.
Observer's note. Sorry, everybody.
Looks like we're seeing a little bit of a change on the attack from Anime this time. I wonder if they had talked it over while they were gone. Same with Horizon here. Oh, we're getting the 6-pick off the Twitch, which I don't know about that one. I really like the Twitch play, especially considering how much utility they're bringing. And if we're bringing the Sledge, that's going to work out very well for them. It's going to work out very well for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
Oh,
as
we
they
can see
can.
the run. Let's go. Oh. Alright, so it looks like we're seeing a little bit of a default setup so far. Yep, everything kind of looks like nothing too special. Obviously, we have the rotates, we have the normal reinforcements. I am kind of curious to see where this pulse is gonna play. I would assume that he plays downstairs and just knife throws from below. Down below meaning the master.
10 seconds to go.
And I'm really curious to see how Anime's gonna
5
push on
seconds
this,
to go.
because if they all go upstairs, these nitros, I mean, if you look on the board, they have 3
Attackers are
nitros
moving out
right
to
now for
locate a bomb
Horizon.
and defuse it.
So if played right, Horizon could nitro most of their team. Funzo, we are all good, by the way. Here we are with the kind of the default push here. Looks like they're gonna do. Well, never mind. I take that back. They're gonna do a study master take. It looks like. We have Tap holding an angle on the pantry window. That's a first pick from Doe onto Horizon. That's huge. That's their roamer gone. I don't see anybody else upstairs now. As soon as they've done this out, they're gonna figure that out. They're gonna go take top control. Oh, never mind. I take that back. There's still Piggle up in Astro, but I wonder what they're gonna do here. We have a pulse below, obviously pulsing. Looks like he sees one person here. That's the barricade down. I think they're gonna go try to make a play on him here. There's Nitro pre-placed. I hear it. We have 3 on top red. I am curious to see on how they're gonna push on red. Other than that though, we have Doe, so she's just gonna run straight down. I'm curious to see if she goes straight down. Here comes the pulse play. This could be a huge nitro here. Oh, and they shoot the nitro. What a good play to get that out of there. They're gonna start opening a vertical play here. There's gonna be 1 nitro left on the board. 5v3. They have all of the vertical control they need. We do have the pulse rotating up red, but this could be huge. Oh, he misses the shots on Habana. Oh, and he gets picked. That is unfortunate. Here we are. Beans and Happy here. They gotta do something really special here to pull this round. They're put in really bad positions. They're being droned out. Happy gets a pick on Doe though. That's a big pick. That's your Finka gone off the board. We've seen Happy all game kind of with this SMG 11 doing so well. This game could be in Horizon's hands here. They were able to rotate back into sight. Oh, that's Beans gone. This is gonna be curious here. We need a miracle, Happy, and they just don't get it. That is Anime with the win on the round. Icy, how do you feel about that round?
Well, that round was a mess from the beginning to the end. So what we saw in the beginning was Forte, the Melusive, caught off guard 40 seconds in the game, already killed, and that was they had only 2 roamers, and one of them was already gone in less than 40 seconds in the game. And that forced Diego to play so safely, because if he died, he knew that top 4 was going to be secured by the attackers. And there was a pulse watching from below, and they had a natural pre-placed on Statue Joey, and I don't know if the communication was off, but that should have also been another free kill onto that Zoph that was pushing into Statue. And honestly, that round looked super messy. They kind of cleaned it up towards the end, but
Attackers need to
it didn't look
locate
good
and
from the
defuse
start.
as many bombs as they can.
Yeah, honestly, I agree 100% with that. When you have a pre-placed Nitro and a pulse watching it, there are just too many elements for you right in that situation. If you can miss that Nitro and miss that kill. I'm kind of curious to see now how Horizon's gonna play, because Horizon went up 2 rounds. Or first they went down 2 rounds. They went up 2 rounds.
ADS up and running.
Now they lost their momentum again. Kind of curious to see what happens here. I wonder if they're gonna try a different hold. for up here, I don't know if they're gonna go as roam heavy as they've been, or if they're gonna try to play it back
10
inside a
seconds
little
left
bit and
before
try to be a little
insertion.
bit conservative, because as it seems right now, every
5
single time they go on
seconds
the
to go.
roam, they're getting picked off. That's what's costing them in the round. When we look back on that pulse, so that
Attackers
pulse
must locate
stayed in
and
sight,
defuse
he
the
may
bomb.
have been able to get some more picks, but he just ended up getting fried from that Habana. And honestly, that is just not something you want to see, because that's an easy kill. And you know, we all miss shots, but that one especially hurt to see.
Reloading! Cover me!
Looks like we're going to see a kind of split push here from Anime, and that's a first pick on the no. That's a huge pick. That's our Iona gone. That's 2 nades and unlimited drone gone. Man, the SMG 11 shotgun combo so far in this match has been insane. I'm pretty sure most of the frags from the defending side have been from the SMG 11 or the shotgun.
The attackers has been dropped.
Looks like they're doing a heavy
Attackers
clear on
recover
this
the
closet.
defuse.
They really want to get this guy out of there. Although they didn't really back it up with any type of utility. They still have 2 grenades. They had flashes. Oh, that's another thing with a shotgun. And another one. That's 3. Did he make it 4? Will he make it 4? No, he's too aggressive. Now it is a 4v2. It's a line in the bottom. They can still bring this back here. We got Pickle holding from top red. We have another one on 90. And I think they know at this point that they're doing a full master hit. Now, if I were this attacking team, I would probably either rotate out or you gotta do some crazy stuff to push through bathroom here, because you're put in such a bad position. You're pinched angles everywhere. This is a great setup by Horizon. That mute did exactly what he was meant to do. Now they have lines of sight everywhere that the defenders are just sitting there and watching and preying on. Here comes the Havana pushing in. Looks like she's trying to pre-fire. And I'm kind of curious here. Is she going to swing or is she going to wait for this line to swing with her? And that's tapping fried from probably the lines of sights we've seen before. He just barely misses the head. Havana running after the flash. Gets a pick on Alibi. That's a 2v3, and they have good positioning. Let's take a pick on Horizon. 2v2. Oh, and the defenders ended up winning the round there. Beans just must have swept through them. I didn't see it. Did they both push through the rotate at the same time? Wow. Wow, that's crazy. What a round. What a round. That's all I can say there.
That mute play was the best I've ever seen. He did exactly what they had to do. What was so interesting about that round is they placed every single ADS on that mute, knowing they had the full trust in this mute. I'm getting so much frags on that window, and he did pull off. What I did see though was they kind of had a chance to like not get picked off so early by that mute by droning, flashing stuff out, and man, that mute was crazy. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that it was kind of a mess up on the attacker sides, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
They
Attackers need
did
to
so much
locate
clear
and
on those
defuse bombs.
ADSs, and they just didn't throw the nades. Now, if you think about it, Adiana also dying early, they lose 2 nades there. They keep those nades, Nat is probably dead. Now, sure, you can say they had some of my gadgets in there, but after the 3 ADSs, you have 3 flashes on your Havana. That clears that, and then if Zoth can pop 1 or 2 of her stuns in there to get rid of that closet player is so crucial for that defense, and they just didn't clear him right, and that's what happens when you don't clear crucial players that are holding such crucial points in a defense. Now, it
10 seconds
looks
left
like
before
here
insertion.
there was we are now opposite sides.
5 seconds.
So I wonder if Anime is going to bring their same aggression. Now we know Happy
Attacker's objective is to locate a
and
bomb and defuse it.
Horizon has a very aggressive team. The reason why I say Happy is a really aggressive player, and that kind of brings the aggression to the rest of the team. Now we know Horizon has a very aggressive team, but they haven't really shown much aggression here except for that one play. So I'm curious to see if Anime is going to show that same aggression, or they're going to show more on the defense here. Because if they show more and they do it well, they're probably going to be able to win the back half of this game. And this is what I'm talking about, though. You always want to start on attack. The reason being is because if you know you can win at least 2 to 3 rounds, this back half here should be easy for them. They had some momentum going there for a little bit. And now it's just time for them to kind of just finish it out, right? And it looks like we're almost, a minute into the round here. We're now going to get into bathroom and closet master. Going to full overtake, and that's Doe? Dead? Yeah, that's Doe dead. He tried to do a run out, it looks like. And that's that aggression I'm talking about. There's now a 4v5 because of a run out on a roamer. Now, I don't think that leaves anybody left on this side of the map, which could be so bad for them. If they're able to get 90 control here, they're going to be able to push in and kind of just take sight.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Looks like we have a Jaeger playing in study. Oh! And that's that aggression I'm talking about. It's going to work out so well for them if they do well. Lemieux just swings over there, kills them with the SFU 11. That's their Finka dead. That's 2 nades gone. Wow, what a pick. I don't think she used any of her boost either yet. So that's 60 health that Horizon would have had. Wow. Wow, what a swing. Looks like here we're going to have Happy hold a pretty... Oh. And this Jaeger just misses the opportunity. I'm not sure if they know the Jaeger's there.
Drone activated.
We do have one over on study balcony. No, now. She's flashed. This is what I'm talking about. They're not using any of their gadgets to their ability. It seems like either team. That's Anime with another pick. With the SFU 11. Wow. And they're just running and it's so much gunfire right now. Habana is going to get a pick on that smoke. I think the smoke might have used 1 gas canister. He was happy. Oh, he backs off a little bit. Pickle here. I wonder if they're gonna do a double swing. We have 1 plant behind bar. Oh, and here comes down the plant. Oh, cancel the plant. And that's another 2 picks.
15 seconds to go.
Plant's coming down. It's 2v1. Is he gonna stick it? No, he doesn't stick it. Oh, and he gets swung. And that's that aggression I'm talking about. Swinging everything, and they're just winning their gunfights.
Yeah, so the aggressive plays from Anime is really taking Horizon off guard. Every single swing, it's just I feel like they're not ready for it. That run out on Vigil, it was super aggressive, but it was not necessary. He had the intel that they're drawing him out. He was forced in the corner. He was stuck on Astro Stairs, and he should have just ran down Astro Stairs. Might have run around up to red and maybe waste some more time, but that run out was really bad. Towards the end of the round, it kind of felt it was like a little messy, but that Habana going around to study was a good play. It was a nice try from Horizon, but Anime pulled it off.
Attackers
Yeah,
need to locate
honestly,
and defuse as many bombs as they
I
can.
was very shocked from that round. I think that's right. Horizon had the right positioning. They had the early map control. They had the early man numbers, and it just came down to a gunfight. Just unexpected swings, and I mean, we if you look at the scoreboard right now, we see there's 2 players that are just really doing well for each team right now. There's a lot of zeros on the boards. Obviously, we did miss a few rounds, so we got to keep those numbers in mind too. But we can definitely see 2 players just being outstanding right now for each team. And I think what it comes down to is which one of those 2 players die first. I feel like if Easy Poundage dies, then Anime wins that round. I feel like if Eric Snow dies, then Horizon's gonna win that round. I mean, right now we are just seeing such a controlling round from these 2 players. They're gonna try to push through library, possibly. They're trying to library. They see that the 90 hatch is popped, and they're gonna drill below. But this smoke, it looks like he's gonna be kind of a little bit of a roamer. Unless he plays behind the shield over here. Oh no, he's playing very aggressive here. Yeah, this is that aggressiveness I'm talking about. I mean, he is just peeking things that maybe shouldn't always be peeked. Like, imagine somebody was down there already. If that Fink had pushed through that hallway, that was a free smoke pick. Looks like they have all the downstairs control they need. There is someone on red, which we have to watch out for, but I wonder if they droned him out. Because if not, this Kaid might be so bad. So bad for Horizon. He just misses some shots, some whiffs like we've seen before.
Reloading on ammo.
They definitely know he's up here now. I think there might be 3 people upstairs. I think that's what I saw. Yeah, there is. There's 3 people off site. over towards Master side, and that is just not what Happy's doing. I think Happy has his intel, and they're gonna converge on this. If they're able to flush out these two people in sight, they can easily take site and get a plan down here. Oh, he sees the mute. He just misses him. And he gets swung again. Oh, he ends up dying from the person on red. But right now we are seeing a very good defense from Esports. And that's a take onto that smoke, the aggressiveness. And now there's a 4v3. B just running in there. We have Diffuser out of sight, but Beans ends up getting the pick. Tap takes out Forte, and Pickle takes out Tap. Bunch of refrags going on. I honestly have no clue what happened at the end of the round. There's so many picks just flying back and forth between these two teams.
Oh my gosh, I do not know what happened at all of that round. It was so confusing. You had Arcade like kind of roaming on red, and he was like the only roamer, and then you had 3 people from anime sit around and flank the people on bottom red. It was very aggressive from anime, and yet it's pulling off, it's working off. But at the same time, that aggressiveness also gave an opportunity for Horizon to push study and astronomy, and they almost pushed it out. They almost won the round because of that study push.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the biggest flaw there at that time was that Horizon just didn't have the intel. If Horizon would have drawn it out better, they would have known there's only 2 people in sight, and they probably could have flooded. I mean, sure, that Khalid's on red, but you can hold that from Master Door, and you can easily get a plant down there. I mean, they had just missed out on the intel, and I think that's what ended up costing them that round. Now, I am kind of curious to see what enemies they do here, because at first, I thought maybe they were going to be a little bit more of a laid-back team, and I thought they were super aggressive. And right now, it seems like they're just going to continue their aggression. But I wonder how long would this last? How long would their swings work until Horizon's able to take advantage of them, take advantage of them roaming? Because it will happen at a point. And once that happens, there might be a big switch in this game, in the whole swing of it. Horizon might be able to take a bunch of rounds here if they can figure out how to take care of these roamers and how to be prepared for these swings. We are now going to see a push over into probably 90 in the statue push, I would assume. That's what it looks like anyways. Maybe a little master take. Yep, they're going to go for vertical here. We do have 1 roamer this time. Now that's surprising because this team's been so heavily roaming recently. To only see 1 roamer upstairs is kind of crazy to me. But it might end up well for him because Happy is going to be solo pushing over here. If this Mozzie can kill this solo push, this is huge for enemy. It's 1 explosion. Doesn't look like he was. He didn't even notice it. He just kind of kept on going. Oh, he gets down and he gets killed by OB. OB, that's what I'm talking about. That solo push, no droning, no intel, just a solo push, and that is not what you want to see. We have Beans over in statue, but he's not helping at all. We also have Habana over in statue. Both these players just are. That's another pick by OB. He is just killing everybody he sees right now. Everybody keeps solo pushing. There's no refrag taking here. They're gonna start taking vertical. I would assume that they're trying to bait him out. And he finally dies to the Habana. Habana was holding it, he swung, and that's how they dealt with their roam. But now, we still have a pulse on the board, but it seems like we have no more nitros. Both nitros used. I have no idea where they were used. I did not see either of them being used. But they have full vertical control now. And, both these top players are still alive, so this round could easily go either way. And that's 1 nitro. I didn't even know there's any more nitros. It didn't look like it. But there's a nitro. Now there's a 2v4. I think this pulse knows that both people are still upstairs.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Here comes the IQ. Wonder if she'll get a little easy pick here on the pulse if he's still doing it. And she sees him. Will she go over to kill him? Nope. This pulse is just 1 step ahead. He knows. These guys are gonna keep trying to look through their vertical holes. There's real no pusher. And here comes this Rooney. Just missing the shot once again. It's just those simple shots that we keep missing. I don't know if that was the play, but IQ was able to take the pick there, was able to take advantage of that Aruni just being kind of flustered on the sprint. We do have a mute still roaming. They are very heavily roamed for only having one roam to begin. They all kind of ran out. And there's both those picks. Once again, they cannot deal with the roamers. Looks like they're roaming late round instead of early round.
All I can say to Nox is Intel, man. Horizon is pushing things that they shouldn't have without any intel. And even with that first kill on Happy, he just solo pushed. He knew someone was there. Mozzie shot the astronomy cam, and yet he didn't drone afterwards. Mozzie got the kill. It's okay. We got one guy down. But they still haven't droned out the Mozzie. They didn't even care about the Mozzie. They just like kind of threw one person at him, and he got down. So Mozzie has 2 free picks, no droning, and they don't even have refrags after that. So after that, the round just kind of just fell off. I don't know. This anime is super aggressive. Even though they had a 1 roamer, even when they're getting cut down later rounds or later in the game, they still started flooding people with roamers.
Now I see. I think you can definitely agree with me here when I say this, but it seems like anime is doing a late roam. So it looks like they're putting one person on the roam. They're gonna see if you can get a pick. Then they send more people on the roam, which is kind of weird to see because you would think you'd go play your numbers. But in anime situation, they really feel trusting in their gun kill. So they're gonna roam and they're gonna put Horizon in such a weird state and feeling of where they're playing. Now I think a really important thing we should have looked at last round was how many drones were left. I think there's still 4 or 5 drones that weren't even used on the board. And when we talk about intel, we talk about droning, you know, SFU used both of our drones, but then nobody else droned through. We never got a full top clear. We kind of just pushed in blindly, 1 person at a time, no chance for refrag, until obviously that Habana was able to hold an angle and caught the Mozzie when she was trying to go. Listen, we want to see this run up by Vigil again. This is so aggressive. He just, I guess he just needs his picks. Now if he can kill this Habana, oh! He just misses the shots, no! And that's like how you dead. I'm not really... Both run out. This is the aggressiveness I'm talking about. That's a double kill for Habana here. And you just cannot swing easy poundage like that. That is their top player, their best gun right now. And when you jump out two people, that's giving them 2 free picks. That's a nitro gone. That's an impact gone. That's a lot of utility missing. And that's 2 guns, importantly, off the board. Now I'm curious to see if anime is gonna be able to clutch on this route here. I'm curious to see is if there's anybody roaming left in anime, whether that be the Jaeger or the mute. Looks like the mute is doing a little bit of a classic hallway roam, and it's not so far off site, so I don't know if you can necessarily call it a roam, but he definitely isn't on site right now. I'm not sure how you just got damaged. I think it might have been from a grenade, that Goyo. And looks like we're gonna see just them stacking bodies over there, still trying to clear out. I mean, they only have 1:30 left here. It's still a lot of time, but they are still just kind of stacking up. They're not droning, and they're just kind of like blindly walking through. I mean, they still have 4 drones on the board. They could be droning right now, but they're just not. They're just trying to push them through because they have numbers and they think they're gonna win this. But with the Vector and the SMG-11 still on the board, you can still lose people so quickly because you just don't want to drone. So the Jaeger is gonna back up the stairs just a little bit. He knows that there's something 90 now. Still has SMG-11 up on the board. Here comes the flashbang on the main. I wonder if they're gonna swing him when they flash him. There's the refrag. Oh, and he gets the person top main out of the 1v4 against their top gun, and Horizon is gonna take that round. I think they took that round. They were able to kill those 2 roamers, and that's what it takes, honestly.
What an aggressive play from Vigil and Cade. Wow, I don't know, that didn't look really calm. That looked like more like a ranked play, but that was pretty hilarious to look at. Horizon still needed to drone more. They had a lot of time to drone study side or astronomy side, and even when they droned, they kind of felt so like paranoid that anime is gonna have more of a heavy roam, and they just stacked onto each other, try to get the refrag off to each other. But it was well executed from from Horizon. It was sad that there are low numbers on anime side because of the jump outs, but let's see if anime not jump out this time, play a little bit more safely, but still keep the aggressiveness, because that is working for anime right now.
No, icy. Oh, and then everybody just. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Looks like the servers for Siege might have just gone down. That was definitely not on the observer side, guys. Don't worry about that. I think it was just the Siege servers just went down.
It's not the cast fault, guys. It's not the cast fault this time.
Wow. It was 6-4 last time we saw. I think we can all reconnect here possibly. Everybody does reconnect. I think you can still reconnect to it. Hopefully. We'll see. Nope.
Oh.
Session's closed. That means the servers went down. Man, that was this now this here could be crazy for Horizon. If they get their mind straight here, they can definitely do some work. I see. Before that stopped, I was going to ask you what you felt about how Doe went off the Vigil, onto the Cav, and then 6-picked onto an Oryx of all people.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was going to ask you because Doe was originally that Vigil. Then he picked the Cav that round, and then decided to 6-pick onto the Oryx. Out of all operators you could have taken, he took the Oryx. How do you feel on that?
I feel like he's gonna go even more insane on the roam. I feel like he's gonna go from the left side of the building to the right side. I feel like he's gonna be super heavy roam. But I think this might work because Horizon's not really joining well. And if he plays this right, he'll be able to get a lot of picks with just him himself.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I think Horizon's biggest fault here is just the lack of droning they're doing. And sure, they have 4 drones up on the board out of 10, but that's because they're not putting their drones in smart places. They're not putting them in cutoffs. They're not really clearing very well together. And you know, honestly, it seems like that Nomad ban is affecting Horizon a lot more than it's affecting anime, because I mean, if you just look at these roams from anime, I mean, they're taking this Nomad ban to the next level. They are roaming late round. They're roaming early round. If you see them, they're probably going to be roaming, and that leaves Horizon with this feeling that there's always be somebody sneaking up behind them somewhere, and that puts a paranoia on you, and that can really affect you during a round. I can definitely see how that's affecting them. Everybody's going to be filling up the lobby here very shortly. So see the rest of this game, it is 6-4. Anime is up on the defense. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So. What do you think, Nox?
Do you know how to
they're
defend
gonna...
seconds correctly? Not trying to be disrespectful.
Do you think anime learned from their mistakes, not gonna do useless jump outs like that? Or do you think they're gonna try it one more time?
I think since it is 6-4 and anime knows they have another round, I think that with this Oryx play, they're going to try more runouts. Honestly, I do think that they're going to try more runouts, because you get a pick there, you probably end up winning that round just because of the roam. You know, and I think they're willing to throw another round. When I say throw, I don't mean like actually throw the round, but like I think they're willing to risk another round because it is 6-4, and I think that they can definitely beat Horizon here.
And if you look at all the rounds, Horizon always started off with low man numbers, and then yet at the end they put up a good fair fight. It'd always be one person left in anime versus Horizon, or one person left in anime when the 3 people from Horizon would push site. And their gun skill is pretty good. I think it's better than anime, but anime is just catching them so off guard, and Horizon has no flank drones. They have to get themselves ready for that, ready for the aggressive plays that anime brings to the board.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have said it better. I think Horizon maybe trying to use some more time here for as a timeout. They need to get their head here. They need to get their head straight. They need to see on how they can do better here, right? Like, obviously, the rounds that Horizon have won have been due to them getting early picks and playing off those early picks. The rounds they've lost, sometimes they've had early picks, but they don't play with early picks. They get the picks and then they kind of just wait around and they kind of just do this and that and then finally push, and that gives enemy too much time to be able to rebound off that early pick.
What I'd like to see for anime for next games is whenever they have that really aggressive plays, they should try to play more passive after they get the pick to waste even more time. What do you think about that, Nux?
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. And it also looks like we're gonna be able to interview somebody after this game, depending on what side wins. Now, obviously, last time it was Easy Poundage, and I'm not really sure how you say his name, but I'm gonna assume that it's Ariandel. As the top gunners, I'd like to. Honestly, I'd like to interview a couple members off of Anime after this, and I'd like to interview a couple members of Horizon, depending on who wins here. But that being said, here's the Oryx though. They still bring the Oryx, and Happy gets off the Zof onto the Ash. I don't know how I feel about that one. You're giving up 2 stuns, and those 2 stuns give you instant room clear.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So, I don't know. I'm curious to see what's going to be happening. Looks like they have a strat with the Oryx, so it looks like it's not just an Oryx play. It just, they're bringing the Oryx to help with the rotates and all that. Although they do have 2 shotguns. I'm not really sure why he needed him, unless he just decided he wanted to play him. We're going to be having a farm. Wow. Wow. Is this going to be a solo mute roam in the study?
Attackers have located
I see.
the
I
bomb.
think, you were talking about
10
are
seconds
we going to see
remaining.
that same aggression? I think this right here proves to you that we're going to be seeing the
5
same
seconds to
aggression.
insertion. Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
Okay, well, let's see if Horizon decides to clear him or just leave him. I think in their best bets probably just to go leave that mute, push light with their numbers. Once the Cabby might be doing a solo push though. This is exactly what he did last time, and he ended up dying to it. The Oryx is going to come over and help. Looks like Happy decided to change his mind. Mid-run. He's back. He's probably going to end up trying to go for Ed here. I'm not really sure what that ping was. I don't know if they saw somebody there, or if it was just miscommunication, or what, but there definitely was something. And there's a... That is unfortunate. You really hate to see a team kill like that. Just early round, especially in your Fink of all people, that's 2 grenades and that's 60 health just gone. In the beginning of the round for really no reason, other than just misclicks. Now it seems like they're definitely taking their time here, droning out. This is way different than we've seen all games so far. They're actually playing a live person off of a live game. This could actually go very well for Horizon if they play this smart. Even though it is a 4v5, they could very easily still win this round, because we have some people off site that if they're able to take site and get a plant down, they could easily win it. There's only 3 people on site. There's 2 people roaming. One on top red, one on library. I'm very curious to see how. One is pushed all the way in now. Starts flashing. That just randomly. Oh, that looks like they're trying to see it. And that's swung with the Astronaut 11. That's a kill. It looks like the Force in this swing here too. But he kills him with the hip fire. He kills him with the hip fire. Wow, what reaction time by Beans there. That is a big pick for them. So now it's going to be 4v3. Although the smoke still is alive. This is going to get double pushed here. I wonder how he's... Oh, and he's down from the SMG-11 once again from the roam. There's another one down from the SMG-11. Wow, and that is going to be the game for anime. Wow.
Wow, this game was just a bunch of mix of emotions. But man, the aggressiveness of anime just won the game. The aggressiveness of that.
Like, by any chance, could you ask if Ariandel is able and open for an interview? Well, they're not left. They haven't left yet. Go to matchmaking. Yeah, he's still in there.
Go ahead
Ask
and start in SFU and dispanders into here. You can do a interview with someone if you want.
Hello.
Hello? I wasn't supposed to be the one here. I wasn't supposed to be the one here, but okay.
Yeah, we've requested you
Okay.
of all people.
Okay.
First off, how do we pronounce your name?
Arendelle, Arsenal, whatever you guys feel like.
Arendelle. Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's what I called you off of.
Yeah, alright.
Something we saw a lot in this game was a lot of aggressive play, a lot of roam. It kind of looked like towards the end it was kind of like a ranked game. I mean, what was the thought process behind all of the roaming? Was it just because you guys knew that they were weak on the roam protection, or what?
More than less, we were just like, we would just start swinging things. That was our idea, was just go in and swing.
Get this man out of here. I'm supposed to be interviewing.
They requested me, Miguel. I don't know.
Don't care. Plus ratio. Get out of here.
All right. Well, Arendelle, it was nice talking to you. It kind of just seems like you just decided you're just the better gun player and you're gonna swing everything you can.
Yeah, that was basically it.
Alrighty. So then one tap kind of seems like you are gonna be the person that we're gonna be like really interviewing here about your team. What was the thought process after those first 6 rounds? Because obviously those first 6 rounds it was kind of close. It was 3-3. But then after that, you guys were just on a heavy slope of wins. What was it? What was the comms like? What was going on?
So this was our first time playing together, and we just we thought we were giving them too much respect on the attacking half. So we decided, you know what, we're just gonna play to our strength, which is gun skill, and it's all about execution. It's all about execution. You know what I'm saying? We executed, we did our job, and we won those rounds. That's it. It just comes down to execution.
Yeah, I mean, clearly from what we can see, I mean, there's so many times there that the rounds could have really gone either way, but it just came at the end of the day, it came down to your gun skill, right? You guys were able to swing, take those picks that should not have worked, but they did. And those picks ended up winning you guys a lot of rounds from what we could see. Like when you guys were down 5-4 and your mute just swings 90 for a free SMG 11 pick. I mean, that's so big for your guys' momentum in that round, because then immediately make that game a 4-4 game, and it seems like the atmosphere maybe for your team was high, and you guys had so much momentum once you guys started winning those defensive rounds. I feel like you guys kind of just were just on an uphill slope after that point.
Oh no, the comms were toxic. We were like arguing with each other. It's not. It was like it was bad. So we had to adjust. So we just stopped talking to each other. No one was talking. We were just doing our own thing, going for hero plays. Pretty much just said we're just gonna go for the clip now. We stopped talking to each other because it was getting kind of toxic, and it worked out for us.
Yeah, it was exactly what Icy said. He talked about it being and looking kind of like a ranked game. And from my and your understanding, it kind of seems like it was at this point, right?
Absolutely, we were in clip mode, as you say, just going for the clip.
Yeah, well, great, awesome game to watch. I cannot wait to see more of you guys. maybe see you guys go against some teams that are able. Actually, before I say that, how did you guys react to whenever they banned Nomad?
We weren't gonna play Nomad anyway. That worked to our strength, as you can see, because we were swinging them on defense and flanking them and everything. So they kind of just like screwed themselves with that ban.
That's exactly what I was talking to Icy about. I said, that Nomad ban really worked really bad for them. Kind of just seemed like you guys were able to take that Nomad ban and just exploit it. And you were roaming late round, you were roaming early round. Like I told them, you were didn't matter where you were just roaming.
Absolutely, you're right.
Well, I hope you have a great night. Awesome match to watch. It was so cool seeing a lot of kills late round, all in a hurry pinch. Best of luck to your team.
Thank you. Before I go, it's bigger than black and white. Everybody have a good night.
Wow. I can't believe what he said. No one was talking. Oh.
That is just so unfortunate for Horizon, to be honest with you.
That's sad.
Yeah, but I think for me it is over for me. Nox, as your caster, I am so happy to be here with you guys tonight. A wonderful caster who will bring you a lot more energy than me. Happy will be coming. He is a very, very emotional person when it comes to casting. So if you thought my casting was a little bit emotionless, he's gonna take it to that next level. He's gonna get really hyped when kills start rolling through.
I'm gonna miss you, Nox, and I hope I see you in the next cast, bro.
For sure, I will definitely be back. Best of luck in your next stream. I will be tuning in. Happy. There's my position. All right. See you guys.